Hey tubers, it's me, Becca. I figured I would do a video on my last two investigations that I went on last night. So we went back to Union Cemetery to conduct a Phasma box ITC, EVP session. And then we also went to Stephney Cemetery to do another session with the Warrens. Now, going on our first experience. Now, our first experience was that we were going to go back to Union Cemetery, and we are going to bring our gear out like we have four times already, and see if we can get more responses from the White Lady early and some of the other spirits. So this time, we kind of got busted almost because the cops kind of pulled up on us and told us that we can't go in the cemetery. This never usually happens. And what I think should have happened was we should have just got back in the car and then came back in like 20 to 30 minutes later, because they wouldn't have been there, or go another time. But that's okay. Things like this happen when you ghost hunt at times. Anyways, so you just gotta be careful and because we never usually get busted like that on our investigations, and we're usually very careful. But anyway, so we did a Phasma session, and we were talking to the White Lady, and so Ryan, my investigator, as he opened the app, we were talking to Harriet, and we asked her if she was near, and we told her that we had her son in the car with us, and we asked if she was going to come by to go see, and she said yes. And then the ovilus picked up on near, because we asked if she was near, and so about 5 minutes later, we hear a knocking on the top of the ceiling, because Brian's got like a kind of like a glass ceiling area. And it would have been a knock by hand like this. It wouldn't have been a rock or anything. I tried to debunk it, and I know the weather yesterday was weird, but it wasn't anything that could be explainable. It was definitely paranormal. And then right when that happened, after that happened, my gear went off by itself. I didn't turn it on. My EMF detector turned off by itself, and it was spiking really high. So it picked up on Harriet with us in the car. And as we, I'm also going to post the session to my YouTube videos so that you guys can see it. But hopefully another night, maybe I'll do another follow-up like we did before there. But I look forward to doing more places and posting it here on my channel for you guys to see. And that will be coming very soon. And we went to Stephney Cemetery after we caught the anomalies of who we believe may or may not be Ed and Lorraine Warren over the gravesite. And so, now on... as we did our Phasma box session there, and we had our ovilus tool, the ovilus tool was coming up with information regarding the possessions that took place at Our Lady Rosary next door. And some of the messages were saying mad preacher, ceiling, aggression. It talked about the steps of a possession. And I'll also post a screenshot of it with this video. And I thought that was pretty wild that it was picking up on that. And then it also, there were people at the cemetery, at Stephney Cemetery, who were literally just walking around like young kids, heard about the Warrens or heard about ghosts in the cemetery. So they wanted, we obviously educated them on the paranormal and on our tools and things. And then we conducted a Phasma box session with them for a little while, and like I was saying in one of my last videos, I was talking about the people that came in the cemetery, and we did the EVP sessions and everything. The spirits did not like the first group of people that came to talk to us, group of teenage boys, and they said to watch their back. I said, watch your back. And then they said scanning. Every time somebody came inside that cemetery, I kept saying scanning. So they knew they were watching as they came into the cemetery. And actually, one of the times that I went inside of Stephney Cemetery, and we conducted our investigation for the Warrens, on one of them, they said, there's new people here. So the spirits are very, very aware. And they just kept talking to us about the people that were there. It was so funny. And we did catch a couple EVPs, other than the evidence that we found from the Warren possessions that appeared on the ovilus. We caught someone saying Ed, and someone saying Lorraine, and someone saying Warrens. Now, there was one spirit who was not really fond, not a fan, who was appearing on there, but I really feel like that might have been something that was appearing. And also, I definitely do believe that it was Lorraine showing herself in the photo. I could be wrong, but my feeling is that it was. When we did the dowsing rods is when it said, it confirmed yes when we asked if it was. So, yeah, it was a really nice investigation. We will be conducting a new one rather soon, so definitely watch out for my videos that are coming soon.